Hey, welcome back, everyone. James Gardner here from The Hero Within. I want to give you some insight in today about the book and about Hero Verse, what I'm labeling as Hero Verse. And also, I just want to touch on Hero Wisdom because it's kind of like a 1-2 punch in terms of what the content is in the book and the journey that I want to elicit for the reader. So, Hero Wisdom. It's not some mythical thing that only a few of us have. We all have this voice, this wisdom voice of old and young, and it is that beautiful, non-judgmental perception of the world with wonder and awe and love in every step. And truly, in the work that I do, the hero wisdom is that connection, reconnection to that child, that inner child within. That gives us a perspective of young and old, and our that wisdom, to use that term, that wisdom by which we can show up in our lives, standing next to our inner child and being of service and interacting with those around us and living more joyful, happier, peaceful, love-leading lives can really elevate the collective, can just up-level the fucking planet. Okay? Simple as that in my eyes. So, hero wisdom, that reconnection. So, hero wisdom is about reconnecting and the voice. That voice then, you give it artistic life through writing. And so that's what the book entails inside its contents. So that kind of blend of old and young has worked itself into my keyboard strokes with different facets of the journey of that reconnection, different viewpoints of the pessimistic middle-aged man, the young wonder-eyed child, the scared child, the intimidated teenager, the egoic stage frontman in New York City, the trauma-filled, depressed, lonely man, whatever that is. Those voices have come together to produce what I'm labeling as the hero verse. And this is just an insight in over the coming weeks, when the book pre-sale launches on the 15th, you're really going to start to see and feel, I hope, I trust, that some of these different styles that is in the book. And just to give you an insight, knowing you've heard me talk about truth, obviously, standing in the truth. So I've done the work, and the truth of James Gardner is a multi-dimensional, faceted man, masculine, feminine, young, old, funny, scientific, brooding, charming, nerdy, all of that, with a journey, and understanding that, and then owning that in the pen. So there's chorus sections of the book, which is me honoring the heroic child in me, when I thought the world talked like a certain way and acted, and you had to swoop in and save the damsel in distress. And so the chorus sections, Shakespearean, if you will, set up this play that you are about to journey into the each arena, and it bridges the gap between each arena. So it's a separate style of writing unto itself, in vein of that Shakespearean style, if you will, and bringing in the fact that I do have an acting background, and I do feel strongly that we are all in a fucking movie, and that we are all actors on a stage of life. And so it brings that in. And then the different arenas of the journey, Rhode Island, New York, LA, Vancouver, Vancouver Island, and the jungle uh, all have a different sonic rhythm to how the verse lays out. Depending on the situation, there's little Jimmy's voice. There's kind of that symphonic prose style that I love to write in, and that kind of romantic sweeping in and creating this atmosphere. And then there's dialogue. There's the kid in me at heart that has this funny, cheesy, witting, charming dialogue sometimes between some key players, and bringing that in, and that's create all these different colors. And maybe that's really what it is. It's all these different hues of style that has just they come together and blend together into this kind of overall heroic verse as it relates to the message in the book. That's a little bit of an overview of what I mean by heroic verse. And as I said, it ties into the hero wisdom, that reconnection of old and young. And so I would challenge you or offer to you all that what is your wisdom, your heroic wisdom? And think of it in the container of, you're sitting here next to your little child, your inner child, and together you're going to write a book, or you're going to paint a piece of art. You're going to write some poetry. You're going to journal. You're going to write your daughter a love letter, right? Stick in her lunch kit. The wisdom of the little person next to you is what guides that pen. And then your heroic verse is the end result of that beautiful blend of inner child and aging adults. There you have it. So just wanted to share some insights. You're going to see more of that as I continue to unveil different snippets of writing and actually doing some readings for you live here as well. So mad love to the courageous. Don't forget, please, February 15th is when we can start to pre-order this first edition. I need to put together 200 books on this first round to really kick off the year of the campaign. So appreciate your support, and stay tuned. I'll be back as always, and find that inner child.